Right. So I'm still on the issue of the elderly. Basically, abuse can come in many forms: physical, emotional, neglect, and any sort of failure to act. If the person is experiencing pains, or you understand, in my situation, one of my siblings said to me, "Oh, Cindy, mom is 92 and the queen is 94, and anything is wrong in the royal household, they rush them to hospital." You understand? So when somebody's going to tell me that she's 92, that is nonsense. The elderly, the elderly is like a baby. They got to that stage where they're like a baby. All their attitudes change. They're like a child again. So you have to be gentle with them. Treat them like a baby. Don't abuse them. I mean, you can tell when a person is not well rounded and when they're not happy. You call that emotional abuse. For instance, when I pick up the phone to call my mom and she's scared to talk because she's been overpowered, there's an overpowering presence around her, so she's whispering and scared to talk, I call that abuse. Yes. When she whispering and to tell me things that she's scared of talking, I call that abuse. And if for any reason you think you should be getting more money than I can afford to send, and you preventing me from speaking to mom, you call that financial exploitation. Because you know something, we who live abroad, we need to cut down on sending all these things to Jamaica, because these people take them for granted. When you work hard and it take you 6 7 months to pack a barrel to ship out there, and you have to send the money, because this woman is carrying feelings for me, this sibling, family member, because I didn't send the money in time to clear a leather chair, a recliner chair that we sent for mom. Because I did send the money before to I send a barrel with goodies, and did send the money because I had it at the time to clear the barrel and everything was nice. But once the chair arrived and I didn't have the money to clear it at that particular time, from that time it posed a problem. So we who live abroad, we need to quit packing barrel and sending it like it's nobody's business, because these people take it for granted and they're not grateful. They believe there's a lot more where that come from. They don't look at it as your hard work. As for me, sometimes I deprive myself just to send something abroad, and I'm stopping it. I'm putting up, as one girl would rightly say, I'm putting a cork in it, because it is not worth it. It's not worth it. You can't be working so hard, man, and packing barrel and trying to help and this, and people don't show any appreciation. It make you feel useless to know that you put out so much effort to make their lives easier, and instead of showing appreciation, they take it for granted. They take it for granted. Anyway, I'm back on the issue of the elderly is like a baby again. And basically, you can I can tell when my mom is not happy, or when she's going through an emotional situation, because like I said, babies are like children again. They act like children, and the way mom react, I can always tell that something is not right. And I'm very sensitive when it comes to my mother. Very sensitive. I mean, the most common type of abuse is emotional, because you can be like, mom would tell me that the other sibling grab her, just grab her like that. You understand me? And it's very abusive towards her. And I'm not gonna agree with that, because when I have my mother, I give her that loving care. I don't care how much beating she used to beat me. I don't care about that. I do not care about it, and I don't want to hear about it. It's her time now. God has granted her long life. She's got longevity, and it's for me to make sure that she live a fulfilled existence. You understand me? Verbally abusive, calling her names and all that. That is not acceptable either. You understand? Neglect is basically you lock her up and you're gone about your business and you leave her there. That's why they don't want to answer the phone to me, because if I ask where's mom and they're elsewhere and mom is at home, then you're gonna hear my mouth. You're gonna hear my voice because I will be expressing my dissatisfaction that mom should not be left alone. You understand? I'm just beside myself with discontent to know that I'm here and my mom is there. I can't wait for this COVID situation to lift so I can at least be with mom and spend some time with mom. You understand? It's pointless you agreeing to care for somebody and then you're doing it a slapdash sort of job. Do it from your heart. Don't do it half-hearted, or don't do it at all. Do not do it at all. And the audacity to tell me that I should be sending money more often. Did they give me money to put down here? Nobody give me money to put down here. So I'm gonna send it as and when I can afford to send it. If there's a situation, a medical situation like recently came up, I will not eat for a week or two and I'll send the money to pay the doctor bill. You understand me? I will send the money to pay the doctor bill, but as far as sending money regular and often, imagine that same sibling was boasting she have house value how much million. You know go mortgage the house or whatever we do to get money. What we call it here? When I had my house, I sort of remortgage and get additional money. You should be able to borrow money on your house. Don't boast that you have house and you're hungry every day and you can't find food and you're relying on other people, and when you can't get other people money, you hate them. I'm sick and tired of these people, man. So I'm just venting my frustrations because the care of the elderly should be priority and they should be treated well at this late stage in their life. You understand? And I don't look at other siblings and the way they react with my mom. I'm looking at myself, and I will shoulder my responsibility as much as I can. I'll send a barrel when I can. When I can, I'll send a barrel. I'll send money when I can. Nobody not gonna force me. But when I pick up the phone to call my mama, you deliberately hang up the phone. The woman came across and hung up the phone right as I was talking to mom. That's rude and uncouth. That's rude. That is very rude. You don't hang up the phone on somebody when they're talking in the middle of a conversation. I called again last week. She did the same thing. Came across and hung up the phone. Why? So now I take my personal money now to get this phone that my mother can use the phone. You understand me? And you're still saying that you don't want to hear my voice in your house. Well, this is where it's at now. This is where it's at. I'm gonna take it to another level, because you claim that you have my mom caring for, and it's gonna be a restriction on me discussing my mom's well-being. It's not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. All right. So today, I'm just grateful for all the carers that come forward, and I appreciate all your support, and I will be looking forward to meeting you and working with you in the near future. All right. So all of you out there who's got your elderly moms or your mothers, treat them with regard, treat them with respect. Never let it be about money. Never let it be about money or financial exploitation. Treat them with regard because they brought you into this world. They gave you life. They make sure you came to fruition from a baby, from a toddler coming all the way up, and they earn our respect and they deserve it. Never mind the punishment and the beatings. Every child go through that. Moms have to admonish children whenever they're naughty. So never mind the punishment. Treat your elderly parents with kind regard. And that is my few words for right now. Keep subscribing and keep watching. And if you've got anything to say about the elderly in terms of abuse, whether it be emotional, physical, mental, spiritual, because if I've got that sibling, and most times she's on her way to church and she would never take mom to church one time. And my mom enjoy going to church. So that to me it can be classed as an abuse too. So I'm just telling you to spot the signs. Spot the sign and rescue an elderly person today who's been abused. Because sometimes abuse come in many forms. You can never tell. It do have to be like terrible beatings or things like that. It can be just mind games and stuff like that. Allowing the person to be scared of you. It's like a child. You treat the child with less than regard, then the child is gonna be scared. And it's the same for the elderly. Right, so at least I can smile now. I've got a few carers lined up for my elderly mom, and this is what this is about. Nothing else. And I thank you very much for your time. Keep subscribing, keep watching, and if you've got any points on my topic today, let me hear your views. And if you know anywhere in this world where there's an elderly person being subject to any form of neglect or exploitation or abuse, share it and let us tackle it and get to the bottom of it. Okay then? Thanks for your time. Take care. Bye bye for now.